News here in Enugu, where the Enugu State Governor, Dr. Peter Mbah, will on Tuesday present the 2025 budget at the State House of Assembly. Commissioner for Budget and Planning, Chris Ozongu, made this known to newsmen in Enugu. According to him, the draft of the 2025 appropriation bill was presented to the Executive Council, where it was approved for presentation after rigorous evaluation and interrogation. In a separate development, Enugu State will host the 23rd edition of the National Sports Festival after clinching the hosting rights following competitive bids by many states of the Federation. The development was disclosed to Government House correspondents at the weekend by the Commissioner for Youth and Sports, Barrister Lloyd Ekweremadu. With Enugu winning the hosting rights, the Commissioner reiterated the government's commitment to deliver a world-class event that will enhance the festival's legacy of excellence, inclusivity, international outlook, and discovery of potential sports stars. Barrister Ekweremadu attributed the emergence of Enugu State as the hosting state to Governor Mbah's leadership strides and huge investments in the sports industry, adding that the plans were on ground to upgrade and develop sports infrastructure in the state. Meanwhile, this is the first time any state in the southeast Nigeria will be hosting the prestigious festival since inception in 1973, making Enugu the premier state to set the stage open. In another news, Abuja Leadership Center ALC of the University of Abuja at the weekend organized the leadership training for over 200 school prefects and leaders drawn from selected secondary schools in Enugu. The training, which was designed to inspire and mentor secondary school prefects to become active participants in the development of the country with the theme Youth Leaders Clinic, was held at the College of Immaculate Conception, CIC, Enugu. Speaking, the acting Vice Chancellor of the University of Abuja, Aisha Mekudi, represented by Professor Titus Ibekwe, the Provost of the College of Medicine in the University of Abuja, emphasized the importance of leadership training for youths. On his part, the Enugu State Commissioner for Youth and Sports Development, Lloyd Ekweremadu, maintained that the leadership was not just a position or title, but about how one lived life, discharged duties, and inspired others. And still within the southeast, the Abia State Ministry of Health has reacted to the hospitalization of some persons who attended a free medical outreach in Abariba or Afia local government area on Saturday, saying that the distribution of drugs to the public by uncertified persons was without the authorization of the state government. The Commissioner for Health, Professor Enoch Ogbonnaya Uche, who said this in a press release on Sunday, noted that the organizers of the medical outreach did not obtain approval from the state government before embarking on the exercise. He therefore announced that any medical outreach without authorization from the Ministry of Health is illegal and can put the health of Abia people in jeopardy, warning that those who do so would be made to face the full wrath of the law. Recall that many people were rushed to hospital on Saturday at Abariba after developing some medical emergencies on return from the medical outreach organized by a group. We'll take a break now. When we return, we'll have stories from the South-South region.
Assalamu alaikum jama'a, sunana mai martaba Sarki Abubakar Yusuf Sambo. Ina kallon Afia TV kuma ina jaddada ma jama'an mu su dinga kallon Afia TV. Allah ya taimake su a aikin da suke na kyau. Inda ba yake ne mu no afambo His Royal Highness Sarki Abubakar Yusuf Sambo an ma watch Afia TV na kwado kwandibu inda ba ni ne ka hana watch Afia TV. Afia TV na mo fima dalono.
Time check is 2 p.m. and it's time for us to vibe, chill, and relax. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to Lunch Break on Afia TV. So Lunch Break is all about the music, it's all about fun, it's all about entertainment, it's all about entertaining gossip and stories from social, it's all about the latest trends, it's about what's lit, it's all about the games with our guests, and yes, in general, I like to say it's all about the vibe and vibes only.
Welcome to Afia TV, your go-to channel for excellent news and incredible shows that keeps you IEI, that is, informed, entertained, and inspired. Need a break?
Ladies and germs, welcome to Lunch Break on Afia TV.
Join Choco to vibe and chill on lunch break at 2 p.m. for the latest trends in music and entertainment.
Not like I have big money.
Dive into the world of innovation and creativity with Rochelle on Unka.
It means art in English.
Where creative minds and groundbreaking ideas come to life. Tune in every weekday at 8 p.m. Do not miss Afia TV Official, your perfect dose of laughter, where they discuss what is currently trending on social media every day at 5:30 p.m. on Afia TV.
But in this economy, the savings will save you, man.
And that's not all. Stay tuned for more exciting shows on Afia TV. Catch us on DSTV channel 254 and GoTV channel 17.
Welcome back to News Today here on Afia TV. My name is Alex Obodo. To the South region now. The governor of Edo State, Senator Monday Okwebolo, has restored the full statutory rights of the Benin monarch over the contentious issue of ownership of ancient artifacts looted from the Palace of Oba of Benin during the 1897 invasion by British colonial forces. This is contained in a press release signed by the Chief Press Secretary to the governor, Fred Itua, in Benin. Governor Okwebolo, according to the statement, has also restored the statutory financial entitlements of the Benin Traditional Council and ordered that the status quo before the creation of the now abolished councils be maintained. Also, the state government is withdrawing the letter revoking the concession of the Oba Akenzua II Cultural Center issued by the last administration to be used as a motor park. And now to Lagos State, where a 19-year-old Ebenezer Ona has journeyed from physical disability to a skilled graphics designer, illuminating the indomitable spirit of resilience. In this report, Kingsley Emeka, our Lagos State correspondent, beams a spotlight on Ona's activities.
In a time where the struggle for daily survival is palpable and many resorting to begging, the story of Ebenezer Ona stands out as a beacon of resilience and determination. Ebenezer, 19, though living with a disability, has rather chosen a path of skill and dignity over the easy routes of begging.
My name is Ebenezer Ona. I'm 19 years old. I'm from Ebonyi State. I'm from a family of 6, plus my daddy and mom, making us 8.
At age 12, Ebenezer was involved in a car accident which changed his entire reality for the rest of his life.
I had an accident that led to an amputation of my right leg. So I'm working with crutches, but it doesn't affect my daily life because I'm living like my fellow human being.
His decision to learn graphics design was inspired by the urge not to be on the streets.
I just told myself that I would like to learn graphic designs. So I told my people that I want to learn graphic design. So that's when I went to one graphic design. So my Oga taught me. Now I can design logo and flyers. I doesn't beg before. So I realized that this accident cannot stop me. So I play with my friends. I work like my friends. So I learn work can't beg because this cannot stop me from doing what I want. That is why I'm learning. After learning work, I would also like to furthermore the universities.
In a society where discrimination against persons with disabilities is common, Ebenezer's story is different.
I've not had any discrimination before. Even when my friends are still good to me, we are all living like we're the same. They don't insult me. Even when I'm walking on the road, nobody insults me. We do exchange greetings. Even when I was learning graphic designs, I had to play with my colleagues, chat with my colleagues, and we still do as if we are the same. Even in my family member, I have no discrimination. Nobody discriminates me.
He stands tall not just as a skilled graphics designer, but also as a symbol of hope and determination for everyone facing adversity. In Lagos State, Kingsley Emeka reporting for Afia TV.
Thank you so much. We'll take another break. When we return, we'll have more stories. Stay with us.
Homecoming event happening near you this week. For more information about these events, visit www.afiahomecoming.com. For inquiries and sponsorship, call 0703 645 5315. Come home and make memories.
Welcome to Afia TV, your go-to channel for excellent news and incredible shows that keeps you IEI, that is, informed, entertained, and inspired. Need a break?
Ladies and germs, welcome to Lunch Break on Afia TV.
Join Choco to vibe and chill on lunch break at 2 p.m. for the latest trends in music and entertainment.
Not like I have big money.
Dive into the world of innovation and creativity with Rochelle on Anka.
It means art in English.
Where creative minds and groundbreaking ideas come to life. Tune in every weekday at 8 p.m. Do not miss Afia TV Official, your perfect dose of laughter, where they discuss what is currently trending on social media every day at 5:30 p.m. on Afia TV.
But in this economy, the savings will save you, man.
And that's not all. Stay tuned for more exciting shows on Afia TV. Catch us on DSTV channel 254 and GoTV channel 17.
Good evening to you, viewer, and welcome to Women in Business, a show that profiles women, executives, and even the next door store owners, showcasing Igbo greatness to the world. I started always obsessed with books ever since I was a child.
The stress of always converting naira to dollar and
an incompetent means an incompetent person.
What are your thoughts on the spate of sex for grades in Nigerian universities?
This very issue of owing salary should be criminalized.
How can they amplify their voices?
People don't have evidence.
You want to get to know about it? Have to stay tuned right here on Afia Morning Show to get the pulse and the feel of that.
Join us on Gyno Plus every Wednesday at 6 p.m. right here on Afia TV, DSTV channel 254 and GoTV channel 17, where we will delve into health issues affecting girls and women in society.
Breastfeeding doesn't even cause blood size. The frequency of breastfeeding means
approach you take to make sure that your well-being is maintained.
Welcome to the latest and most amazing show on here, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to Lunch Break.
You don't sing along.
I did sing good.
For real.
You're not a backup singer.
That's what they do.
You've often wondered, what does it mean to be Igbo in today's Nigeria? You know, what's the intersections? What are the conversations we're having about our Igbo spirituality, culture? An example is people wearing red cap. You know, everybody wears red cap. Are they entitled to wear it? What does Nzenoso mean? What does Igbo spirituality mean? How have we changed as a society over the last 20, 30, 50, 100 years? Every Thursday, 6 p.m., if you want to know more on libations, as I have a conversation with different people from all walks of life who common thread is being Igbo, or doing business with the Igbo, or living in Igbo land. What does it mean to be Igbo in today's Nigeria? Cheers. And, I need to do this. Let me pour to our ancestors.
New week and another opportunity for us to gist and me to tell you, bring all the spice, all the things that are hot, trending and exclusive on social media. Sometimes I know there's constructive criticism. I know that you know how to quote it. So for the people that don't understand, I want to be like, oh, why are you doing this?
Please, I'm not a cross-dresser. I'm only doing this because of the money on Facebook.
There are some people you need to just tell the truth brutally. Let it hurt them. Give it hot.
Afia TV official exclusive.
You're welcome back to Afia TV News. Today, with me, Alex Obodo. The Old Boys Association of Methodist College, Uzuakoli, Enugu branch, held their 2024 annual rededication at the Lawn Tennis Pavilion of Enugu Sports Club. The event, which coincided with the college's centenary celebration, brought together many old boys and their spouses. The national president of Methodist Old Boys, Uzuakoli, Sir Nana Victor Atuang, described the event as epoch-making.
To reappraise ourselves and know how we have fared the past 100 years and our plans for the future. My own dad went there 1943 to 1949. I went to Uzuakoli 1973 to 1978, so you can imagine. And about two of my siblings went there too. Buchi, the singer, Buchi, the gospel singer, went there too. So it's a thing of joy always to be with my...
The Enugu branch president, Deacon Henry Onwujogu, highlighted the essence of the event, which he described as ongoing.
Actually, this is our rededication event. We normally have it annually, but the one for 2024 is special in the sense that Methodist College Uzuakoli has turned 100 years of its establishment in Nigeria, because the school was founded, the college was founded in the year 1923. So we've been having the event all the way from December 2023 and then ending December 2024. So this is for us in Enugu branch preparation for the actual event, which is going to end in December 2024.
In commemoration of the Methodist College Uzuakoli centenary, Dr. E.E.J. Okereke gave a brief history of the college.
New dormitory was commissioned to accommodate 50 boys. Also, in the same year, 2 new buildings of concrete and cement blocks and galvanized zinc was also started under him. In 1926, normal course, that's teachers training, began, and the school was changed from the Igbo Boys to Training Institute Uzakole. Though starting as primary school, a secondary wing emerged, an infant school was started to feed the primary school, while the primary school fed the secondary school and served as a practicing school for the teacher training, that's the normal students. During the year 1927, new education code and regulation came into operation, and this school was graded A, was the only boys' school to be so graded. Clap for yourself.
Okorafo, chairman of the planning committee, and Chief Gode Oyemado expressed their views about the occasion.
Yeah, it took me a lot of prayers, a lot of hard work, a lot of being dedicated, and I have a good team that helped me do it, and it came out successful like this. By 11 to 15th, the main thing that will happen in Uzakole, we want all of them to participate, and when they come there, they will see that they won't regret ever going to Methodist College Uzakole.
It was quite an exciting outing and very well managed, and I think it's a memorable one that everybody will take note of it, and we look forward to something better by next year. I believe that the executive has done very, very well in assembling this. So we thank you so much, and even the media crew, including yourself, you people have performed creditably. Thank you so much.
The event featured a talk in Making Life Better by engineer Eme Uche, presentation of awards, goodwill messages from other schools, decoration of some ladies, and donations in support of the centenary celebration. Bezalel Travel, a leading travel agency, marked its 7th anniversary with a significant celebration. To commemorate this achievement, the company launched its non-profit organization focused on community empowerment. Coinciding with the birthday of its visionary founder, Dr. Juliet Ede, the dual celebration held on November 23rd in Enugu brought together supporters, dignitaries, partners, and employees and well-wishers to celebrate both the foundation's remarkable journey and the inspiring leadership of Dr. Ede. The event highlighted Bezalel's 7 years of transformative contributions in event management and world-class travel planning services, as well as Dr. Juliet Ede's enduring commitment to charity throughout the years. Speaking during the event, Dr. Juliet Ede, the celebrant, shared her excitement as she recounted the story of the foundation, expressing her happiness in celebrating charity and highlighting the foundation's future vision.
Beginning. Oh, I'm so excited. It's a 3 milestones, and one of them that is most important for me is the charity part of it, which is the foundation. And I'm so happy I'm doing this live that is now out, because I usually do this in private. You know, charity begins at home. In my community, I have 1 or 2 places we've mounted the street lights, and we have children that we take care of. We have elderly people that we do take care of, and this is what I love doing. So I'm even happy that I'm celebrating that I love charity, and again, it is my birthday, so I am super, super excited today. Bezalel Foundation is a thing that I have been doing from childhood. I didn't just grow up and start doing it. And what I mean childhood is, at least I can say I started a foundation when I know that giving is very important. I feel happy when I give. Now, foundation at Bezalel is all about the youth, the children, and the elderly people. We are not limited to the people we are, going to help. We are helping generally the needy. We are planning on having medical centers We're planning on having education, like a school, and for footballers to send them abroad, for training, and for children who has a kidney. We plan to take care of them, which is very important.
In their separate speeches, Mr. Chukwuebuka Patrick, friend to the celebrant, and Bishop Ugo Evergreen and Awodi urged Ndibo to return to the Southeast and invest in initiatives of this nature, while commending Dr. Juliet Ede for her impactful work and expressed gratitude for the honor.
She's a very good friend of mine, a family friend. I've done a lot of business with her, and she's trustworthy and reliable. The brand is okay. We must invest. That is sure banker, and we are going to support her in anything she's doing about the brand. So it's not a double mind. Igbos are wise. Well, I encourage Igbo to come back home. All those things they are doing in Abuja and Lagos, they should come back home and invest. Okay? Igbo is like Igbo, they are everywhere. So I encourage them to come back and invest. So that is my advice to them. One thing about her is that she's a lady that believes in the evidence of success. Success is not determined by the number of cars you have, or houses you have, or what you have in account. But success is determined by the level of impact in people's life. So what I know about her is that she is making impact in people's life, helping people to get fulfilling their destiny, and helping people to discover what God has called them to be in life. And she doesn't just help them to find it out, she also comes into their life to sponsor them, so that their circumstances will not overcome their destinies. So I know her as a very kind, benevolent, humble, a very easygoing person, very accommodating, that believes in communal living. You see many awards in life. This one doesn't make anything to me because the greatest award is the one that God gives. So I feel elected, that I am privileged to be the person that can so it's that can make heaven recognize the works of God on earth. And I feel good, I feel honored, and I feel privileged in life about this.
Expressing their excitement at the event, the attendees praised Dr. Juliet Ede for her kindness and for the meaningful contributions she has made to the community.
We're right here at Bezalel Foundation, and today is also her birthday. I'm super excited to be here because she's a very good friend of mine, and I love what she's doing for the community. She's giving back to the community, and this is what everybody should aspire to do, to learn how to give back. So I'm here to show my support.
I know her just for 1 year now, and she's actually an amazing personality. She's doing a whole lot. She's a nice person. So I came here, I actually came late, but I've actually witnessed a lot. And from what I'm seeing, I now understand that she's not just nice, she's kind, she's ambitious and all that. I'm actually happy to be here, and she's a good neighbor.
Concluded with a heartfelt birthday toast, awards presentation, comedy and artistic performances. At the cultural display, the founder expressed gratitude to all attendees for their support and commitment to the company's mission of creating a meaningful impact in the travel industry and beyond. And moving now to some national stories, and the cornerstone of his administration, President Bola Tinubu has identified the creative economy as the cornerstone of his administration's economic diversification agenda. The president stated this during the launch of the 2024 Abuja International Carnival at Eagle Square, Abuja. The president stated this during the launch of the President Tinubu, who was represented by Vice President Kashim Shettima, noted that the carnival is to reaffirm Nigeria as a people of culture, a people of art, a people of color, and a people of shared values. He emphasized the carnival's economic impact, noting that Nigeria's creative industries are already contributing significantly to the nation's GDP. We'll take another break now. We'll be right back.
It's a brand new week and another opportunity for us to gist and me to tell you, bring all the spice, all the things that are hot, trending and exclusive on social media. Sometimes I know there's constructive criticism. I know that you know how to quote it. So for the people that don't understand, I want to be like, oh, why are you doing this?
Please, I'm not a cross-dresser. I'm only doing this because of the money on Facebook.
There are some people you need to just tell the truth brutally. Let it hurt them. Give it hot.
Afia TV official, exclusive every weekday on Afia TV.
Assalamu alaikum jama'a, sunana mai martaba sarki Abubakar Yusuf Sambo. Ina kallon Afia TV kuma ina jaddada ma jama'an mu su dinga kallon Afia TV. Allah ya taimake su a aikin da suke na kyau. Inda ba yake ne mu no afambo His Royal Highness sarki Abubakar Yusuf Sambo an ma watch Afia TV na kwado kwandibu inda ba ni ne ka hana watch Afia TV. Afia TV na mofima dalo.
Welcome back to News Today here on Afia TV. We are live from Enugu, Southeast Nigeria. To another story now. The federal government and the Fundação Getúlio Vargas of Brazil have signed a memorandum of understanding to advance private sector development in fertilizer production, hybrid seed technology, and agricultural financing. This was made known on Sunday in a statement issued by the State House Director of Information and Public Relations, Abiodun Oladunjoye. Oladunjoye said the agreement was signed on behalf of the Nigerian government by the Permanent Secretary of the Federal Ministry of Agriculture and Food Security, Mr. Temitokwe Fashedemi, and the President of FGV, Professor Carlos Ivan Simonsen Leal, at the FGV headquarters in Rio de Janeiro, Brazil, on the sidelines of the G20 Leaders Summit. He further disclosed that the project, supported by Deutsche Bank, aims to deliver transformative agricultural technologies and knowledge transfer over its 10-year duration. And still on the national news, the Socioeconomic Rights and Accountability Project SERAP has called on President Bola Tinubu to order an investigation into alleged mismanagement of 57 billion naira in public funds within the Federal Ministry of Humanitarian Affairs and Poverty Alleviation in 2021. Kolawale Oluwadare, SERAP's Deputy Director, in a statement on Sunday, urged the President to direct the Attorney General of the Federation, Lateef Fagbemi, and relevant anti-corruption agencies to probe the allegations. Mr. Oluwadare cited the 2021 audited report of the Office of the Auditor General of the Federation released last week, which reportedly uncovered missing, diverted or stolen funds. The group called for the prosecution of anyone found culpable and demanded that all misappropriated funds be recovered and returned to the Treasury. And now to business news. The Lagos Chamber of Commerce and Industry, LTCI, has expressed concerns over the federal government's plans to borrow $2.2 billion, warning of potential debt sustainability issues and impacts on infrastructure. Director General Dr. Chinyere Almona said the federal government could intensify efforts to expand the non-oil revenue base through tax reforms and promote export-driven sectors like agriculture and manufacturing, as well as boosting exports, tourism, and solid mineral resources. She further stated that the country had an estimated debt to gross domestic product GDP ratio of above 50%, debt servicing expenses set to swallow the capital expenditure, and already owed about $17 billion, and as such, LCCI is advising against solely using debt financing without considering other options to fund budget deficits. Still on the business news and away from the country, the government of Ghana and Gambia are working together to make communication more affordable for travelers between the two countries, as the ECOWAS Free Roaming Initiative aims to reduce telecommunication costs and foster stronger economic and social ties between the two nations. This initiative is a significant step towards promoting regional integration and economic cooperation in West Africa, as the aim of the project was to reduce the prices paid by ECOWAS citizens for the use of communication services or the need to use multiple SIM cards while roaming within the country. Meanwhile, full implementation of the roaming regulations is planned for the first half of 2025, following the success of Ghana's similar agreement with Cote d'Ivoire in February 2024, Benin in July 2024, and the trilateral deal with Togo and Benin in October of 2024, which have already reduced costs and enhanced connectivity across the region. We'll move now to the foreign scene with some stories on the foreign scene. Iran says it will hold nuclear talks with officials from France, Germany, and United Kingdom this week amid escalating tensions over Iran's nuclear program. The meeting, which is set to happen on Friday, was announced by the Iranian Foreign Ministry on Sunday. Iranian Foreign Ministry spokesperson Ismail Baghei noted that a range of regional and international issues, including the issues of Palestinian and Lebanon, as well as the nuclear issue, will be discussed. Recall that in 2015, Iran reached an agreement with world powers, including the United States, to curb its nuclear program due to concerns about the country potentially developing nuclear weapons. Meanwhile, the Israeli government has approved a proposal on Sunday directing all government-funded organizations to cease communication with Haaretz and withdraw advertisements from the newspaper. The government said the decision was prompted by many articles that have hurt the legitimacy of the State of Israel and its right to self-defense, and particularly the remarks made in London by Haaretz publisher Amos Shokin that support terrorism and call for imposing sanctions on the government. The proposal, which was added to the cabinet meeting agenda at the last minute, was endorsed by Prime Minister Benjamin Netanyahu. Earlier this month, Shokin faced criticism from the Israeli government following his comments referring to Palestinian freedom fighters. And moving now to sports news, the group stage of the CAF Champions League and Confederations Cup is set to commence this week, and Nigeria's Enyimba International is among the clubs that will take part in the competition. The People's Elephants are grouped in Group B along two Egyptian giants, Al Masry and Zamalek, with Black Bulls of Mozambique being the third team in the group. Zamalek has been playing their home games away from home due to the renovation going on at the Cairo International Stadium. According to the update coming from Egypt, the renovation has been completed and Zamalek will host Enyimba at the venue. And lastly, in sports, head coach Justin Madugu has called up 7 home-based players for the Super Falcons clash with their French counterparts. He also called up CAF Awards nominee goalkeeper Chiamaka Nadozie, defenders Osinacho Hale and Ashley Plumpton, midfielders Christy Uchibe and Jennifer Echagene, and forwards Gift Monday and Rinshola Babajide, among others, for Saturday's international friendly match against the Le Blues of France. Already pitched with Tunisia, Algeria and Botswana in Group B of the Africa Cup final tournament, Madugu will be grateful for the stern test that the Le Blues will provide for his 9-time African champions. And up next is the special report. And as preparations is much anticipated in the Aba International Trade Fair gather momentum, residents of Aba have shared their thoughts on the potential economic impact of the event. Our correspondent in Aba, Chubike Magomba, now reports.
The Aba International Trade Fair, set to hold in the commercial hub of Abia State, has sparked discussions among residents regarding its benefits to the economy. It is believed that the fair is an encouragement to young persons to venture into business, a way of providing them with the exposure to entrepreneurial opportunities. This is the view expressed by Chibuzo Ndimele, a resident.
In these states, I think that if that kind of a thing can come out in these states, at least you earn some bad records, at least In fact, he will mobilize some youths. He will give people, even if you are selling pure water or anything, then you bring it out. Just come and market it. This is what I'm doing. Maybe from there, someone can help you and say, "I have used this. You are a good guy. You are a good girl. You don't want to thief or you don't want to lose. At least you have sense. You want to sell pure water. You want to sell this. Just use this and add for your business." So it will help very well.
Another resident highlighted the competitive spirit the event fosters among businesses.
Yes, it will bring there will be competition in every sector. Both phone, both clothes, both shoes, both wearing. This there will be competition. Number one. Two. The most price of things like phones, material things is to reduce.
The trade fair is also seen as a platform for promoting locally made goods and attracting visitors to the state.
So basically, I think trade fairs favor mostly those who come to buy. So I'm not sure there is a way it cycles back to the economy at large. It's often just to favor the buyers who come to get stuff at a relatively cheaper price. And because they're not reselling those things, it doesn't look like it has a way of funneling back into the economy. So I don't think it has so much to do with the economy. Thank you.
However, not all perspectives were entirely positive.
And there are people who have not known that before, through that transfer, we don't do it for the first time. So it will do a very good to our economy. At least there are people who have not visited here for the first time. It's through this transfer they will enter. At least it will help the economy of Abia State for the first time. So it will very good idea.
In Aba, Chibike Magomba reporting for Afia TV.
Thank you so much. And we'll take a break at this point. When we return, it will be time for the discussion segment of Afia TV News Today. Stay with us.
Assalamu alaikum jama'a. Sunana mai martaba sarki Abubakar Yusuf Sambo. Ina kallon Afia TV kuma ina jaddada ma jama'an mu su dinga kallon Afia TV. Allah ya taimake su a aikin da suke na kyau. Inda ba yake ne mu no afambo His Royal Highness Sarki Abubakar Yusuf Sambo. An ma watch Afia TV na kwado kwandigo. Inda ba ni ne ka hana watch Afia TV. Afia TV na mo fino dalono.
Time check, it's 2 p.m. It's time for us to vibe, chill, and relax. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to Lunch Break on Afia TV. So Lunch Break is all about the music, it's all about fun, it's all about entertainment, it's all about entertaining gossip and stories from social, it's all about the latest trends, it's about what's lit, it's all about the games with our guests. And yes, in general, I like to say it's all about the vibes and vibes only.
Welcome to Afia TV, your go-to channel for excellent news and incredible shows that keeps you IEI, that is informed, entertained, and inspired. Need a break?
Ladies and germs, welcome to Lunch Break on Afia TV.
Join Choco to vibe and chill on Lunch Break at 2 p.m. for the latest trends in music and entertainment.
Not like I have big one, yo.
Dive into the world of innovation and creativity with Rochelle on Unka.
It means art in English.
Where creative minds and groundbreaking ideas come to life. Tune in every weekday at 8 p.m. Do not miss Afia TV Official, your perfect dose of laughter, where they discuss what is currently trending on social media every day at 5:30 p.m. on Afia TV.
But in this economy,
The savings will save you, man.
And that's not all. Stay tuned for more exciting shows on Afia TV. Catch us on DSTV channel 254 and GoTV channel 17.
Good evening to you, viewer, and welcome to Women in Business, a show that profiles women, executives, and even the next girl store owner, showcasing Igbo greatness to the world.
I started always obsessed with books ever since I was a child.
The stress of always converting naira to dollar and
an incompetent means an incompetent person.
What are your thoughts on the spate of sex for grades in Nigerian universities?
This very issue of owing salary should be criminalized.
How can they amplify their voices?
People don't have evidence.
You want to get to know about it? Have to stay tuned right here on Afia Morning Show to get the pulse and the feel of that.
You're welcome back to News Today. It is the discussion segment, and there's been a raging debate in the public space as to whether Igbo sell landed property or even their land to people that are non-Igbos. There's been a back and forth on it, and people are trying to prove, oh well, there are known landed properties owned by people that are not Igbos who are residing right within the southeast. Is this true, though, that there are concerns about selling land to those that are not of Igbo extraction? To help us provide some perspectives on this, I'm joined this afternoon on the News Today discussion by Chukwuma Ifremokenwa. He is the Executive Director of Lead Network Africa. Thank you so much.
Thank you so much.
So I'm sure you've been following this debate. So what is it about, really?
I mean, I just think that obviously the man that stirred up the debate, being enraged by the commendations of the Senate President on the ingenuity, the creativity, you know, the doggedness, the entrepreneurial spirit of Ndibo. And he decides to take it on the other, just like to create a distraction, because three things to consider in all of this is, first, there is a cultural difference and perspective to the whole thing. The fact that he comes from a part of the country where people can even sell their ancestral home, you know, doesn't put us under pressures for someone to come like, you know, and Kano, where I come from, we have Ndono and Ndago. You know, it's not every land that is for touch, because we don't have all of the lands. Some of these you could have like some of our ancient fathers who were buried on those lands. So you proud yourself. Number two, also the context of the story that he presented. So imagine your in-law coming to tell you, I want to buy your land. It's like an insult, right? So I don't really understand. And then there's also like the economic perspective of it is, you don't sell what is not available for sale, or you don't even request to buy what is not available for sale. So what courtesy demands of, especially in real estate, if anybody says this land is up for sale, right? If you go up and say, can I buy this land? The person is at liberty to say, I want to sell, or I don't want to sell. Thirdly is just have those structures with each ownership originating, you know, from the southwest, from the northern part of the country. But as for having that mindset of coming to resettle, reintegrate, you can actually say that, like, for instance, in this Enugu, which is like the center of the southeast, you can count the number of houses here. And when they come, what do they come as? They look for like a settlement. They want to be gate men. They want to just do some kind of jobs where you don't want to take the responsibility to buy a land. But for those of them that have the capacity to buy lands and it's up for sale, there are many cases being in a situation to negotiate lands with others. We see that also like happening in places like Lagos. Ideally, if somebody who is an Igbo, is negotiating, he has the price, he has the full money, and then an outsider is also negotiating. I mean, just law of natural selection means that you should consider your own man first than an outsider. And that happens in Lagos. Sometimes we even see Lagos going as far as destroying investments that is already standing. I mean, that rarely happens in Igbo land. But anybody, and I love like a perspective that someone shared online. He said, come on, Ndibo, those of you into real estate, post the lands you have and let's see how many of the accusers have the money to buy land.
Well, that's another perspective to the conversation. They say the King Kong does not have to beat its chest to show that it's a King Kong. But it is still a King Kong. I mean, if people from this extraction are more thirsty for landed property in all parts of Nigeria, but then I think the question should be asked, how many people from other extractions are really interested in having landed property in the southeast?
Not many, certainly, because this interest even begins with coming to the southeast, for instance, right? Appreciating the southeast as a part of the nation, not looking at the southeast as a defeated place where ordinarily you don't want to like settle, right? You know, if not for bank and churches, I mean, some clusters of people we see from the southwest, you probably won't have them here. So 3 things bring them. So maybe it could be school system, the presence of federal universities. So some, in the course of coming to South, never traveled back again, just felt, come on, this differed from the perspective I have, let me see how to resettle. Secondly is those of them that maybe were posted from churches in Lagos to come and, you know, establish the church here. And I mean, churches in Lagos, I mean, Igbos don't discriminate when it comes to churches. We have churches with general overseers who are Yorubas, and it's thriving very well with much landed properties, right? And then also you don't talk about the dynamics of the banking sector. And so no matter who are those that sit on the board, whether it's largely Yoruba and they own the highest stake in that bank, all of those is not considered. Those into real estate, what they need is their money. When you talk about the lands that are available for sale, you can't come to me like the only thing proud of an Igbo man. And you notice also that across Nigeria, we're about the only people that believe that, I mean, you should be able to travel to the village, right? Maybe at least to stay there for the opening of the new year, reconnect with your people. And that's why if you check, like usually towards Christmas, right? Fair prices for transportation might remain stable for commuting out of the southeast, but returning to southeast compared to the other region is usually very high. That's also because the level of demand, people want to come back. You understand? So when you look at that peculiarity of our culture, that we place so much premium on land, and we see it as a kind of losing your greatest inheritance, for you to like have a situation where you sell even like your own heritage land, right? And also now to put it in perspective, I'm one of those that believe that Lagos, you know, is a no man's land, historically speaking. You know, how many Lagosians, in quotes, have ruled Lagos? Why is Lagos the only southwest state that has a name that is not a Yoruba name, right? Like Ekiti and all the rest of it. Lagos, I mean, you have another Lagos in Portugal, right? And then why is it that maybe in Lagos? But that's like another side of the argument. But most importantly is that, so if you have like those that came to settle there, but their own ancestral land is in Osho, and they are not ready to sell the land, and based on the free land which is like open for real estate, and the very fact that Lagos was cut out to be like an economic capital, why should someone be using what happens there in Lagos and in Abuja, maybe for the north, a place that is brought out like as a common space for Nigerians, and Igbos are making a laneway into that, and you begin to use that as like Igbos are not receptive to other parts of Nigeria. We stand to correct that because Igbos are hospitable.
That's a good place to leave it. It's still an ongoing conversation. Thank you so much, Chukwuma Ifeoma, the Executive Director, Lead Network Africa. Thank you for your perspectives, as always, on the news today. And to end the news today, here is a recap of our top stories. Governor Peter Mbato presents the 2025 budget on Tuesday. In Abuja, President Enugu has identified the creative economy as key to economic diversification. On business news, the Lagos Chamber of Commerce has expressed concerns over federal government's plan to borrow $2.2 billion. On the foreign scene, we told you that Iran is to hold nuclear talks with officials from France, Germany, and the United Kingdom. Thank you for watching. Do well to follow us on all our social media platforms at Afia TV Official. My name is Alex Obodo. Good afternoon.
Ladies and gentlemen, this is your captain speaking.
Come home. Let's make your homecoming memorable by taking you into every event happening everywhere in the East this Christmas. From Enugu to Aba, Owerri to Abakaliki, Oka to Umuahia, Afia TV is giving you personalized guide for events and festivals such as Ofala Festivals, Southeast Food and Fashion Festival, Abacha Festival, Bolobe, Golibe Festival, art exhibitions, and more. Register your event or learn more about events happening near you at www.afiahomecoming.com.